Hello, 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 family. Can you believe that it is already September? Oh my God, guys, summer is almost gone. I cannot believe this. I was coming home and I couldn't help but get really excited and grateful. I thought back to where I was last year. Have you ever done that? Have you ever just stopped to think, okay, where was I last year at this time? What was I doing? Where was I? What was I trying to accomplish? Did I accomplish it? Where was I in terms of my state of mind emotionally? Where was I? And you got to do that sometimes. Think back to where you were last year or even 5 years. I think that every 5 years you should do that. Every 5 years you should think about where you are now compared to where you were years ago compared to where you want to go. So, but right now let's just think back to last year. So where were you last year, September 2020? Where were you? What were you doing? Where were you mentally? Where were you financially? What was going on in your life in September 2020? Think about that for a second.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Let me tell you, September 2020 was the worst for me. I mean, I was going through, I wondered, did God love me? I wondered, if he was there, if he knew what I was going through, was I being punished? Like, I was going through so much. In fact, I was living in a hotel. And I actually did a few videos so that I can kind of record my journey so that I don't forget that time in my life. I mean, I was afraid. In fact, I was terrified. I was uncomfortable living in a hotel. I was it was mentally draining. It was just a horrible time for me. All around, had just broke up with someone that I really loved, and so it was just a horrible, horrible time for me. And so I was uncertain about where I was headed. I didn't know that if I would find a place to live after that situation, and so it was a really, really hard time in my life. So again, I did a video to show you that if you are going through something, you can get through it. And then I also wanted to be able to remind myself of how far I've gone and the fact that I've come up out of that by the grace of God, I know. But anyway, so you can check that out if you want to. In this video, I am going to share some self-care tips, some September self-care tips. Guys, I just can't believe it. The summer's pretty much gone. So now we are going to take the September self-love challenge, okay? So I am going to give you guys some ways in which you can show yourself some love this month. But first, let's talk about self-love. What is self-love and what is not self-love? Self-love is not vanity. It is not selfishness. It is not being conceited or narcissistic. It is not being egotistical. It is not about being self-absorbed, okay? Self-love is when you love, honor, and value who you are, okay? And then it's evident in your words and your actions and your beliefs and in your behavior, okay? No, that doesn't mean that you always act perfect. It doesn't mean that you always do things perfectly. What it means is that you need to, when you discover that you're not honoring and valuing who you are, it means that you need to make an adjustment, because self-love needs to be cultivated every single day. Why? Because life happens. Life happens. We make choices that are not really good for us. We get into situations, and sometimes you have to sit back and think, wait a minute, am I acting out of love? Is this something that I am doing to love and honor? Does this behavior line up with self-love? Okay, and then the answer is no, then make the adjustment, okay? But self-love, again, they're your actions that you take every day. It's taking the time to love and honor who you are, okay? It's refusing to tolerate poor treatment or abuse. Self-love is taking the time to understand who you are today and then investing in your future, okay? Again, self-love must be practiced every day, okay? Because when you love yourself, you put your physical and your emotional and your mental and your social well-being first. When you love yourself, you are excited about spending time alone. When you love yourself, you have a high regard for your own happiness. You want others to be happy, but you understand that you have to be happy in order to make them happy. When you love yourself, you have healthy relationships. When you love yourself, you make good choices, and then you hold yourself in high esteem, regardless of how someone treats you, regardless of what someone says to you or does to you. You understand that it does not affect your value, okay? And then you don't compare yourself when you love yourself. And you always love yourself again, despite what others think or believe about you, okay? Your relationship with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship, okay? So again, we are going to take the September self-love challenge, and I'm going to give you 30 things that you can do this September to practice self-love, okay? Number one, you're going to start having a Sunday salad. Now, let me just tell you that in the beginning, I did not like eating salads. I did not like salads. Um, no, I needed some meat, right? But let me tell you, I've come to love salads as well as water. And what I do with my salads is I put different things in it. I put some, you can get the toppings. You can get the different toppings that can go on your salad, like the fried onions or the, I don't know if they're called fried or dried, but they're the onion toppings. Or you can get the pecans, or you can get the cranberries, you can get the almonds. There's another one that's a protein topping. So there are different toppings that you can get, as well as different salad dressings, okay? And then you can put some meat in it every now and then, but we want to eat more salads than we do meats. Now let me just say one thing. I hate to say it, but the iceberg, you want to get the salad that has the greens, the spinach, the romaine. You want to get the salads that have the green in it, okay? You can get them for like $5 at Safeway and at Walmart that has the Super Walmart that has the fresh food. Okay, let me see. Safeway has it. Walmart has it. Lido's have it. So there are different stores that have it in the big plastic containers. What I usually get, and then I kind of eat off of it. I eat off of it like for my lunch and then for my breakfast throughout the week. But we are going to have a salad Sunday. Now, if you're not used to eating salad, what I suggest and how I got started was I went to Wendy's. Okay, and I love chicken tenders. I really do. I love chicken tenders. So what I did was I got the salad that had the chicken tenders in it. I'm not one to go cold turkey and stop altogether. I'd rather gradually do it, right? So I went to Wendy's and I got a salad with the chicken tenders, and that's how I had my first salad. And now I've graduated to the point where I'll eat salad more than anything, and I absolutely love it because I put all the different toppings in it. And then I also put the different salad dressings. So I have several different salad dressings, and that gives me my variety that I need. The other thing you can do is cut up onions and green peppers and tomatoes and things of that nature, cheese. Just have fun with this. So we're going to have a Sunday, a salad Sunday. So every Sunday, if you don't eat a salad any other day of the week, every Sunday during the month of September, we're going to have a salad, okay? So I want to challenge you, if you're not a salad eater, now is the time to try it out, okay? So we're having a salad Sunday. And I want you guys to tell me in the comments how whether or not you eat salads now or whether or not you're willing to accept the challenge. Number two, watch a TED Talk. I don't know if you watched a TED Talk video, but they're very, very motivational. And they have TED Talks on every subject imaginable. One of the things about me is I am very, very big on self improvement and working on ways to better myself. I'm always like, I am a lifelong learner of self improvement, right? I love that, okay? So I want to encourage you to watch a TED Talk. And like I said, they have TED Talks on every subject that you can imagine, from racism to I mean every anxiety, every subject that you can think of, they have a TED Talk. And the person who is giving the TED Talk, I don't think I've ever seen a TED Talk and been disappointed, to be honest. Yeah, I don't think I have. So go ahead and watch a TED Talk video, okay? Number three, revisit your childhood with a hobby or pastime that you enjoyed way back when. One of the things I'm sorry, that's one of my dogs. One of the things I loved doing was when I was a child is coloring in the coloring books. And now they have adult coloring books. They have the games that you can do on your phone where you can color. So whatever your childhood favorite thing to do, if it was the what was they called, Hot Wheels, or the little cars that the guys used to have, whatever your favorite childhood pastime was, tap into that thing, okay? If it was painting, then paint. If it was finger painting, whatever you used to do that you enjoyed, then you're going to tap into your childhood and you're going to enjoy that activity, okay? Number four, make a new level of connections, guys. Listen, every now and then you have to assess your circle. You do. You have to assess your circle, because everybody is constantly evolving, right? And some people are going in different directions, okay? Some people, I find that I have to love them from a distance. And yet there are other people, I find that they motivate me to be a better version of myself. And that's what you want. You want a circle that has a variety of people. You want a circle that where some people they motivate you to do better, they push you to do better, they hold you accountable. And then also when you mess up, you want someone to be like, that wasn't right, Brenda. You know that wasn't right, right? But then you also have those friends who, just breezing through life. No destination, just breezing through life. I call them the walking dead, but I guess my point is, I still love them sometimes, but I know where I stand with them. So I think you need a wide variety, but I want to encourage you, if you have a bunch of associates or friends who are, I don't want to say not going anywhere, but they don't have dreams, they don't have goals, they never talk about the future and them being better. Um, and I mean being better in a good way, not being better as in, how can we rob this? How many people can we rob this month? That's not what I'm talking about. Being better in a different way, trying to get a job that's paying more, trying to start a business, start trying to connect with, just to connect with the higher level of people. Excuse me, guys. Listen, I want you to make a list of 10 things that you love about yourself. Now, let me tell you that we sometimes are our biggest critics, okay? So you have to force yourself to not to push those thoughts away, because they come. Negative thoughts always come, even about other people. Negative thoughts come, but they don't have to stay. Just like people in your life, they can come, but they don't have to stay, okay? So, and I guess my point is that I want you to write 10 things that you love about yourself. Again, we are worst critic. You're going to look in the mirror, or you're going to start writing this list, and the things that you don't like are going to come up. Inevitably, they're going to come up. Okay, I want you to dismiss the negative thoughts about it, and I want you to write 10 things that you love about yourself. It could be your smile, it could be your laugh, it could be the fact that you can make other people happy, it could be the fact that you can cook well. Whatever it is, I want you to write 10 things that you love about yourself. Okay, so the next one is donate clothes and or shoes that you no longer wear or fit. Now, listen, I would dare to say that we all have things in our closet that we no longer fit or we just don't wear. Okay, and some of you have clothes in your closet that still have the tags in it. Either way, listen, donate those things. You will feel so good about yourself, and the other person will be so grateful. Okay, so donate some clothes and or shoes that you no longer fit. Okay, practice meditation, guided meditation. They have so many different types of meditation, right? I used to think that meditation was chanting. Let me tell you that that is not true. That is absolutely not true. I used to think that it was going against God's laws, right? Let me tell you, meditation is very, very relaxing, and I love to meditate to the sound of the rain or the sound of the piano playing, something really, really relaxing, right? And I love guided meditation. Okay, now listen, when I first started meditating, I could only sit there for a few seconds. I was like, and my mind was all over the place. What do I have to do? Oh, I got to do the dishes. Oh, I got to do this. I got to do that. But you have to force yourself to sit down and quiet your mind, okay? YouTube has a lot of meditation videos, and I'm working on mine, but they have a lot of meditation videos, okay? And so, listen, if you're not used to doing meditation, what you want to do is you want to start with the as much as you can tolerate, okay? So up to 1 minute. And then as you get good at that, you want to gradually increase it to 5 minutes and then to 10 minutes. Like they have different durations of meditation videos, and you can find them on YouTube. Also, I do a lot of YouTube. I do more YouTube than I do TikTok. Anyway, so I want you to practice guided meditation or just meditation. And again, you're going to start where you are, no stress. You're going to start where you are, 1 minute. And I just want you to get to a point where you can relax. You can relax without doing things that are harmful to your body, okay? So practice meditation, okay? I want you to allow yourself to think positive thoughts, okay? Now listen, again, the negative thoughts do pop up, and there's nothing you can do, but they don't have to stay. Okay, so I want you to be conscious of your self-talk. Okay, I want you to be conscious of what you're saying to yourself, what you're saying about yourself, and whenever it is negative, then I need you to change the channel. I need you to change the channel in your mind to something positive. Okay, because we all, I forget what I can't remember what I. Sometimes people say I can't do it. I can't remember the one that I did, and somebody was like, "Yes, you can." Like they corrected me, and I didn't even realize that I had said it. So the point is, you are going to pay attention to your dialogue that you're having in your mind and change any thoughts that are negative to something positive. Okay. Find a quote or a scripture to meditate on. And guys, what you can do is you can do one of these challenges per day. Okay, it's 30 of them. I think it's 30 or 31 in September. I don't know, but I'll give you 31 actually. So the point is that you can do one per day. Don't stress out. Just, take the challenge, guys. So we're going to focus on a quote, a motivational quote, something inspirational that was said, some type of scripture, some type of inspirational song. Some people really love music, and so that is fine. My favorite quote is by Eleanor Roosevelt, and it says, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent," right? And I love that because it just reminds me to not get bent out of shape by what somebody says or does, especially if I don't agree with them. What's the point, right? So you're going to find your favorite motivational quote or scripture or a song, an inspirational song, and you're going to think about that thing, meditate on it, and let it help you get through your day, especially when you're having a hard day, okay? You're going to list 25 of your favorite things, okay? So for me, some of my favorite things would include going fishing. It would include boating. It would include coloring. It would include playing with my dogs. It would include reading articles. It would include watching videos. So you're going to make a list of 25 of your favorite things. Actually, you know what? That's kind of crazy that I would say 20 things, right? 10 things that you love about yourself, and then 25 of your favorite things. So let's go back for a second. Number 5, instead of writing 10 things that you love about yourself, write 25. Okay, and then for number 10, we're going to list 25 of your favorite things. Okay, so now instead of Oprah doing her favorite thing, you are going to do your favorite thing. Okay, number 11, dress in something that makes you feel good. Okay, it is true that when you look good, you feel good. Okay, and so you want to dress in your favorite color. You want to dress, listen, if you're used to wearing black, I don't see anything wrong with black, especially, if you're a little heavier like me, but I don't see anything wrong with black. But every now and then mix it up, with some magenta or some turquoise, something bright, yellow, something bright and cheery. Okay, so do dress in something that makes you feel good. If you like bootleg jeans, wear your bootleg jeans. Something that makes you feel good. A dress. I love summer dresses, okay? So dress in something that makes you feel good and beautiful and whatever, confident. Okay? Number 12, write 5 acts of kindness. Write down 5 acts of kindness and then do it. Okay? If it's passing out a bottle of water, if it is reading a book, if it is calling a friend that you hadn't spoke to in a while, do write down 5 acts of kindness and then do it. Don't just write it down, do it. Okay, don't be about, what is it, don't talk about it, be about it. Listen, how about number 13, go vegan for a day. Some of you eat meat every single day, but I want to challenge you to fast from the meat at least for one day. Okay, nothing but vegetables and fruits. How about that? Let's try that, okay? Number 14, transition to healthier meals. Now, let me tell you a story. I used to say I couldn't cook, right? And I used to tell people that, right? But it was a lie, because it's not that I couldn't cook. I couldn't cook the way I wanted to cook, so I can pop something in the microwave, I can pop something in the oven, I can pop something in the well, they have so many other things now in the air fryer and things of that nature. The point is, I wanted to, instead of my opening up a can of greens, I wanted to make the greens smell through the house with the neck bones and things of that nature. So I wanted to do some real cooking, not the processed cooking. And let me just tell you guys that the processed food is not healthy at all. Okay? It is not healthy. Okay? So stay away from any meat that does not have a bone in it. Stay away from them chicken patties, things of that nature. It is processed food and it is not good for you. So we're going to transition to making fresh meals. Okay, we're not going to go and get the corn out of the can, from the can. We're not going to buy the can of fruits and vegetables. We are going to buy the fresh billies and then cut them up and do whatever we have to do, cook them, because actually they're cooked kind of similar. You just have to season them. The point is, we're going to transition from the processed food to the fresh foods. Okay, it doesn't have to be organic. It just has to be fresh. Okay. Okay. Number 15. We're going to fast from social media. Let me tell you, the first time I did this, I'm not even going to lie, it was so hard. I am so into Facebook. I'm so into all of them, but Facebook, so we're going to fast for a day. And let me tell you that once you start this, once you try it, you'll get used to it, okay? We just want to sometimes debrief from social media. Sometimes you can be reading social media and so many things come, like your mind. You got so many thoughts going through because you got so many people chiming in, right? Especially in groups. And then you have some groups, guys, some of them groups I have to get myself out of. I have to what is it, leave the group, because some of them are toxic. Some of them are just drama, filled with drama, filled with hostile members. So you have to find your bunch within the social media realm. But that's not our challenge. Our challenge, I done started chasing a rabbit. I'm very good at chasing rabbits. But we are going to fast from social media at least for a day. Okay? Okay, the next number 16 is do something that makes you happy. Something that, where's your happy place, guys? Is it the beach? Is it watching comedy on the watching the comedy? Yeah, watching a comedy show. Is it walking through the park? Is it walking through the forest? Is it looking at mountains? Wherever your happy place is, we're gonna do that thing that makes us happy. Okay. Number 17, the challenge is to stand in front of the mirror and tell yourself that you are beautiful. Okay, say positive things about yourself. Now, let me tell you that when you first start doing this, you're going to feel, I don't know, when I first started, you feel kind of like awkward, you know? But the more you do it, the better you get at it. And let me challenge you to do this whether you are a man or a female. Sometimes we think that this self-love and this self-care is only for women, but men need it also. Okay, men are hurting as well as much as we women are. Men are scarred as much as we are. Okay, so guys, I want to encourage you to take part in this self-love challenge. Okay, so you're going to stand in front of the mirror and you're going to say positive things about yourself. I'm beautiful. I'm smart. I am worthy of love. I will find healthy love. Okay, so you're going to stand in front of the mirror and you're going to say positive things about yourself. Okay, number 18, Affirmation Monday. I want you to find some affirmations. Look online, whatever you're going through. If you're having financial troubles, then look for financial affirmations. If you're having trouble finding a healthy relationship, look for a healthy relationship. Look for relationship affirmations. If you are having trouble loving yourself, look for self-love affirmations. There are affirmations on everything that you can think of. I'm actually writing a book about it. But anyway, you're going to write and you're going to say affirmations, and you can actually do affirmations yourself. Affirmations are positive statements about yourself, and they start with I am smart. I am worthy of love. So they are similar to what I said about standing in the mirror. You're going to say positive statements. Okay, you can create your own. I will get that job. That job will pay me 20,000, 30,000 more than what I'm making now. I am worthy of advancement. You know, so you're going to say your own affirmations, write them out, and then say them. Okay, and say them and repeat them. Okay, and say them like you mean it. Okay, I actually did an money affirmation video. I need to do some more of those videos, so you guys can check that out. I will put it in the link as well. Okay, number 19, set a goal for August. Okay, and listen, we're going to make sure that the goal is doable. So right now I am writing a book, and so I'm sorry, not August, September, and my goal is to accomplish this book, finish it up by the end of September. Okay, so that is my goal. I'm gonna shoot for I'm gonna shoot for sooner than September, but sooner than the end of the month. But you want to set a goal that is doable, and that's the thing. Is it realistic? Is it doable? And make sure that it's smart. What is it? Specific, measurable. Is it accurate? I don't know, guys. Realistic and timely. I'm sorry. I just messed it all up. But anyway, make sure that they're SMART goals, and you can research what SMART goals are. You can Google it. Google knows everything. Okay. So set a goal for the month of September, and then we're going to accomplish that goal. Okay. So, and I want you guys to tell me how you're doing with this self-love challenge in the comments. Tell me if you've tried any of them. Tell me if you've already done some, and how did it work for you. Share it with people. People need to know that that they can do this. Okay. Number 20, say no when you need to say no. Okay, sometimes we put ourselves in situations and we get overextended, or we get overwhelmed, and it's because we're not saying no when we mean to say no. Okay, so we are going to feel comfortable about saying no, especially when you're stretched thin, when you cannot commit, or if you just don't feel about it. We're not going to feel like it. We're not going to feel guilty about saying no. Okay, so, and there are ways that you can say no. You don't have to say no like in a nasty way. There are ways that you can say no, but the point is you have to say no at times and not overextend yourself, because when you overextend yourself, sometimes you fall short. Then they'll be mad because you didn't do it right. So we're going to say no when we're not able to do something or to commit to something. Okay, number 21, buy yourself some flowers. I don't know if you've ever done this. And let me just say that just because you buy yourself some flowers, like, it's all right if a man buy you flowers. It really is all right, and it's all right for you to buy your own flowers. One thing about me is I do not like roses. I don't like roses. Okay. Um, I think it's nice to get roses, but I don't like roses. My favorite flower is sunflowers, so I will buy myself sunflowers, and I've done that plenty of times. You don't have to feel special only when a man buys you flowers. Buy your own flowers, okay? Number 22, forgive yourself and let go. Now listen, I know that this is easier said than done. Forgiveness takes time, it takes practice, it takes mental strength to forgive somebody, because sometimes it hurts so bad, that every time you think about it, it takes you back and your emotions connect with that, okay? So, but you have to understand that forgiveness is for you, and it has to be accomplished. To be honest, people offend you and they go about their business like they didn't do anything to you. And so you hold yourself in bondage, okay? You hold yourself a prisoner, okay? And so, like I said, while you're sitting up there upset, and you have every right to be, while you're upset, they're going on with their life and they forgot all about the incident, okay? So you're going to forgive others, forgive yourself for allowing things to come into your life that shouldn't have been there. And then you're going to move on, okay? So you're going to forgive yourself and you're going to forgive others, okay? Number 23, go to bed early. Woo-wee, am I guilty of not doing this? So I'm going to work on it for September. I'm going to work on going to bed. Now, sometimes what I do, guys, is even if I'm not sleepy, I'll lay in the bed and just maybe watch some TV. So I may not be ready to go to sleep, but my body is resting. Okay. So go to bed early. Set the time and say, oh, eat dinner early, and say, okay, make it a goal. I'm going to get into bed by this time. Okay. And then do it. Okay. So go to bed early. Sometimes also I stay in the bed later on Saturdays. And again, I'll just lay there and watch the TV, and I'm not rushing anywhere. And my body is relaxing. Okay, so we're going to go to bed early. Number 24, volunteer. Now listen, with this pandemic still going on, I don't know if there are many opportunities to volunteer the way that I used to, which is to go out on site or what have you. But there are things that you can do. You can volunteer even virtually at times, okay? So volunteering makes you feel so good about yourself, okay? So do some volunteer. If you have a business, then donate. I don't know, if you're a life coach, donate free sessions or something like that. That's the form of volunteering, and it makes people feel so good, and it makes you feel good about yourself, okay? 25, have a distraction-free bubble bath. Let me tell you, I love that, guys. And sometimes, excuse me, and sometimes I will put on a night light or something, dim the lights, and then I use lavender. I have the smell of lavender. I love baby oil in the bathtub. I love the bubbles, and that combination. Sometimes I may or may not do some music, but it's the relaxing music. It's jazz or it's classical. Okay, so I listen to that, and I put the dogs out of the bathroom. Some of you may have kids, but you want to do a distraction-free bubble bath or just bath, hot bath. Oh my goodness, it makes you feel so relaxed. Okay, so that's the challenge. Okay, 26. Listen, I want you to talk to yourself like you would someone you love. So often we do for others or we say things to ourselves that we would not say to someone that we love. So use that as a barometer, and you want to talk to yourself like you would to someone you love. Okay, so if you wouldn't call your child or your best friend or your mother, if you wouldn't call them names like stupid or dumb or I'm a failure or whatever the negative things that you say, again, this is going back, I don't know who needs this, talk to yourself. If you wouldn't say that to them, then don't say it to yourself. Okay, do what you would do to your friend or your loved one. Take the suggestion that you would give them if you were giving them advice, and do it for yourself. Okay, number 27. Wow, somebody must really need this. Turn the channel of your thoughts. Okay, sometimes we make mistakes, sometimes we do things and we feel shameful, we feel guilty, we feel like a failure. We just feel bad. Okay, and we keep replaying it over and over again in our mind. Is like a channel that just will not change. Okay, you are responsible, you have the power to control your thoughts. Okay, so you're going to change the channel of your mind. Okay, and change your thoughts. Okay, they may enter again, remember, but they don't have to stay. So you're going to change your thoughts to something positive, and you're going to not replay mistakes or trauma or what somebody said. Sometimes, there was a time when I would go to work and somebody would say something to me. They would say something that was off. It wasn't racist, but it was off. As if, derogatory. Say something derogatory or demeaning or something like that. Or at least it made me feel that way. And that's why I like that quote, no one can make you feel inferior without your consent. But so I would go home and I would be boiling up, still angry about what they said earlier today. That's the worst thing you can do, is take that what happened at work home with you. Okay, that is like the worst thing that you can do. And I'm going to make that 28. Keep work at work and home at home. Separate the two. And remember, listen, you cannot be rational and emotional at the same time. Okay, you can't be you have to be one or the other. Okay, and when you're rational, you can be solution minded and you can problem solve. Okay, when you're emotional, you act on the emotions, and then things are out of control, things are out of whack. You done made assumptions, you done made you just made things worse by being emotional. Okay, so again, you can't be emotional and rational at the same time. You want to be rational. Okay, and keep work at work, home at home. Okay, 29. Read a self-help book. I love self-help books and articles. I love anything that'll help me be a better version of myself. It feeds my spirit. I love it. I love motivational speakers. I love again, self-help books. Anything that helps to empower me or helps me to get through maybe procrastination and I don't know what other topics there are. I can't think off the top of my head, but I love self-help books. So I want to challenge you to read a self-help book or a self-help article. Another way, self-help is one word, self-improvement is another word, and then personal development. All of those are the same thing, and I want to challenge you to read something that is self-help, self-improvement, or personal development. Okay, you're going to choose a topic, something that you're struggling with, because we want to make this personal. Okay, something that you're struggling with. Read an article or read a book. Okay. Also, watch videos, guys. Videos that are empowering or positive. Somebody shared on Facebook a group of girls that were fighting Oh, that got in my spirit, and I had to just shut it off. you know, because it doesn't benefit anyone. Okay, I don't understand it. Now, I want to encourage you to watch videos that are funny, are motivational, something that's happy. No killings, guys. No fighting. No derogatory statements calling people bees and stuff. Do something that is empowering. Watch something that is motivating, something that will make you feel good. Believe it or not, the spirit of those videos or whatever you're watching, even if it's TV, will come through the TV. So then next thing, if you're watching something where they're angry, before you know it, you're feeling angry. It's because that spirit jumped out of it. It can't. I'm telling you, I believe in the spirit world. That's why I hated that Portuguese. Where's that Portuguese? Anyway, I believe in the spirit world. So you're going to watch videos that are empowering, funny, motivating, or anything that will work for you. Allow your spirit to work for you, and not against you. Okay. And the last thing is practice gratitude. Okay, and be thankful when good things happen to you. Okay, so just like I was sharing earlier about living in the hotel and how that was last year, and now things are so different now. And so it makes me grateful. So sometimes you have to reflect. Sometimes you have to think back, and you have to think about, okay, where was I, and what was I feeling, and how did I come out of that thing that I thought was impossible. It is really, really important to do that. It's important to have an attitude of gratitude. When you have an attitude of gratitude, then whatever you're going through today, it'll lighten the load. It won't seem so heavy. Okay, so like at the job, if you don't like that job, don't go into work every day talking about how you hate it and how you can't wait to leave and you can't stand nobody. That's not the right attitude. If you have an attitude of gratitude, then you are grateful to have some place to get dressed and go to in the morning. You are grateful to have a paycheck to come in to pay your bills. You are grateful to be able to pay your bills so that you will have a place to live and not be homeless or not be hungry, for that matter. So having an attitude of gratitude changes your perspective, and it makes the world a better place, and it makes it easier for you to cope. Guys, listen, I really hope that that you take the challenge, the self-love challenge for September. I am going to make it a goal to do this every month, because listen, I want you to cultivate self-love every day. Okay, so listen, you can make a list of this, or you can get the transcript from the video, and I want you to accept the challenge. And then also, like I said, write in the comments to let me know how you're doing. Again, the video of me living in a hotel, and then the other video, I forget what the other video that I mentioned, the money affirmation video. Those links are going to be in the description. Listen, guys, accept the challenge. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. So we're going to accept the challenge, the self-love challenge for the month of September, because we are ready. Thank you so much for watching.